play the beat, remixes off the flag, off the bitch, off the pack, but lacking. I call the bash, call it bitch, my second. I got the best weed smoking, call it bitch, relaxing. Heroin, couple butter bun. Big call it bun, play the beat, cause a bitch a bun. But call it pun, call it bitch a man. Cinnabon, caso, call a bitch a bun. Quarter spinning, cost a binning, cost a bitch a bunker. But cause cola, cause some bitchin', call a bitch a so cool. Play the beats, call a bitch a bomber. But cause in tolo, call a bossa, call a bitch a pamper. But cause in tola, cause some bitchin', call a bitch and bobo. I'm calling solo, calling dolo, call a bitch and bobo. I ask my mama chief, coast, call it bitch a bomber. Mama Rex, call it Pax, call it bitch a pepe. Coming home soon, my home, call it bitch a boom. Call it goon, call it koske boom, call it bitch a boom. Room, cops it bitch a boom, boom, call it bitch a boom. Gone for a gone, call it boom, call it bitch a boom. I'm breaking break, causing slay, cause a bitch and lead. But causing tolo, cause a play the beat, the boss a heat. But causing tola, cause a bitch a block. Causing call it lock, pass it, bullet, call it bust the glock. But cause it block, cause it lock, cause it bust the block. Cause it call it cool, call it bitch, calling out the sun. Play the beat, cause it rolling, pull it, call it, play the beat. Causing call a bullshit, call it, play the beats. But call it streets, call it bitch a bun. Because it's solely, cause it bitch, it call it bitch, it's mine. But cause in tola, call it bitch and done. I'm rolling dollars since it call it bitch a hum. 50 slap, call it, cause a bitch a quarter. More like cause and dollar, cause and bullet, carry out my quarter. Open taller, over floors, calling doors, moving floors. Open doors, causing doors, falling pouring pipe stores. Causing loose, call a bitch a deuce. My causing loose, call it bullshit, call a bitch a deuce. I'm rolling deuce, I call a boost, I call a bitch a deuce. Tools, causing loose, call it boosting, call it bounce it boom. Swinging hen, call it pin, call it bitch a gene. Killing pin, call it coast it bean, call it bitch again. Play the beat, swinging on the beats, my coast, call it coast and bitch and call it toilet, call a bitch and coast, so bitch a blue. Play the beat, beats the course, call a bitch a bun. I'm cussing poly, call a bitch the mine. But cussing poly, cussing bitch, call a bitch my fun. My scarlet pumps, call it bitch and call it bitch my fun. So money can it, call it bunch, call it bitch my bun. Can't call it pun, call it bitch man, my bitch my done. My mother sons, cause it done, cause a bitch my man pun, call it pun, ton, call it bitch a born. But cussing polo, call a bitch and dolo. I'm rolling solo, calling tolo, call a bitch and olo. Been cussing dolo, calling. Nick Cynic, Ring King, call it bitch a bunch. But cussing Tana, call a bitch my mama. Call it bitch, call it bitch me Anna. Hana, call it bitch me, call it bitch me Anna. Hustle calling tola, call a bitch and call a bitch Madonna. But cussing tolo, call a bitch and dolo. I'm rolling solo, play the beat, cause a bitch and tolo. Me cussing tolo, call a bitch and dolo. I'm rolling dolo, soling colo, bitch and dolo. Play the beat.